Welcome, friends, to my first update on the coronavirus. I'll try to post one of these every day or two, and I'll begin every show by talking about coronavirus response worldwide, and then begin to talk about stories in Canada and the United States, and finally stories in Ottawa and Ontario. The information I'm presenting is up to date as of 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, March 23rd. The number of total coronavirus cases current and recovered is currently at 372,500 according to the Coronavirus Resource Center by Johns Hopkins University. China still has the greatest number of total cases at over 81,000, though the number of new cases in China has decreased dramatically to less than 100 a day, and many of their cases have been resolved successfully or not successfully. However, the accuracy in their reporting has been called into question. The number of total deaths around the world is currently 16,381. A few days ago, Italy surpassed China in the number of deaths due to the virus. Over one-third of the total deaths in the world have occurred in Italy, and their number currently sits at 6,077. This is most likely due to the abundance of elderly people in their population. Close to 23% of the Italian population is 65 and over. And as we all know, the elderly are most at-risk demographic in this pandemic. China, Spain, and Iran all come in second, third, and fourth in the number of total deaths at the moment. The virus has infected people in at least 177 countries and territories. This is according to Al Jazeera. The virus that originated in Wuhan, China, and shut down daily life there has now spread across the globe. 2 weeks ago, the World Health Organization announced that Italy, and more specifically Northern Italy, was now the epicenter of the pandemic, and it is possible that the United States could replace Italy for that title in the coming weeks. They have reported 41,700 cases of COVID-19 in all 50 states. The state that has been most affected right now is New York. They have close to 21,000 cases, and their governor, Andrew Cuomo, is asking Donald Trump to use the Defense Production Act. This act would mandate that companies use their resources to produce much-needed ventilators, hospital beds, masks, and a multitude of other medical equipment needed to combat the virus. Trump has not indicated that he will use the act yet. In the meantime, New York State has called upon the Army Corps of Engineers to build temporary hospitals to deal with the surge of cases. One location being converted is the Javits Center, a 1.8 million square foot convention center in Manhattan. The U.S. Navy hospital ship, the USNS Comfort, will dock in the New York City harbor to help alleviate the burden on the local hospitals. The ship has room for 1,000 beds and is expected to arrive in a few weeks after some repairs are finished in Virginia. On the political side of the news, Senate Democrats blocked an initially bipartisan relief bill claiming it gave too much money to corporations. Congress is now trying to ratify a bill that would give cash to Americans to help during the hard economic times that lie ahead. It is expected that employment will hit upwards of 30% in the next quarter, a number not seen since the Great Depression. North of the border in Canada, the country is dealing with over 2,000 cases of the virus and has lost 23 citizens to it. The Ontario government has ordered all non-essential businesses to close down and are telling Ontarians to not leave home unless it is absolutely necessary. The initial 2-week closure of public schools in the province has also been extended. It is possible that the school year is over for students in Ontario. The state of Virginia has already done as much. The city of Ottawa is dealing with 24 cases of COVID-19, including cases of community transmission. Yesterday, Dr. Vera Etches, Ottawa's chief public health officer, estimated that there could be as many 4,000 cases of the virus in the city and warned that the number will increase exponentially if people do not practice social distancing. The only 2 players in the NHL to test positive for the virus are on the Ottawa Senators hockey team, and they have yet to be identified. As of yet, there have been no cases of coronavirus confirmed in Carleton Place. Thank you for listening. I hope this brings more clarity to an ever foggier situation we are currently dealing with. Stay safe and stay home.